Alright, you guys are about to see 7 hours of jiu-jitsu in 1 week that I've done at Tiger Muay Thai. Every day this week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've done 2 sessions each. So I've done the absolute beginner fundamentals class, and then I've gone straight in to do the all levels class. That's only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My body is very sore, I'm very tired. It was a very hard week, a lot of learning. I'm an absolute beginner with jiu-jitsu. I've just started this whole journey of learning jiu-jitsu, so I'm bottom of the barrel, absolute beginner, but wanted to give it a crack and give it a good crack. So I'm going to timestamp this video down below and show you guys what 1 week of jiu-jitsu at Tiger Muay Thai looks like and all the techniques that we learned. There's nothing else that's going to be in this video except just Alexi demonstrating the techniques for each of the classes for each day of the week. So it's Friday afternoon, I'm tired. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you're coming to train at Tiger Muay Thai, let me know in the comments below. If you're coming, when you're coming. This is Coach Alexi, it's his class. I've had a great time, I've learned so much. Highly recommend you guys give it a try if you've never tried jiu-jitsu before. Just get in there, learn, have fun, enjoy it. Don't take it too seriously, and maybe one day I'll see you guys out here. All right, let's start with day 1, and then day 2, 3, 4, right through till Friday. All right, guys, see ya. Good morning, Monday morning, nogi, jiu-jitsu, Tiger Muay Thai, kicking it off, ready to rock and roll. Gonna film the technique only, timestamps down below. Let's go.
Analog, so what I have to do, I have to bring my hook inside, so I want to catch his foot. Now I want to catch his knee with my hand and slide inside, so I want to come very close to his leg. So I will bring my full hand inside. I don't want to be here, I want to do it with my chest and here on his leg. So now I will push his knee away, so I don't want to push my elbow outside so he can make a Kimura for me. Yeah, so my elbow should go down, okay? And now I want to extend my right hand. So now from that position, when I put his weight on his left foot, I can lay on my right shoulder and elevate my left leg. At the same time, I will put his knee down, so I will make his leg like and go here. So once again, come closer. So we will start in that position. I will use my hook, grab his knee and slide inside and come as close as I can. So now I will push his leg away and lay down on my right shoulder. At the same time, I will put his knee down with myself and elevate my left hook. So now I can go on top. The main problem can be if you will lay down and you will let this leg go, okay? So if you will stay here, you can just pass your guard. You can just pass your guard, okay? So when you start here, be tight, okay? Don't let his leg go. Now if you will lay down, you will pull his knee and you can go there. And from that position we will try to sweep him. So I will bring my right hand on the floor, extend my hips and twist them to the side. So do that with your left hand when you try to sweep him. So if you will let his leg go and there will be a lot of swings, you can hold his balance. But when I will try to sweep him, I need to push my elbow to my rib cage. So I will start to push my hips, twist my knees to the side, and push my elbow under my rib cage. Okay, so we will finish in that position. And again, so catch him with a hook, use your hand and slide it. So you want to do a little tight down, push his leg away, and lay on your right shoulder. Don't lay on your back. Don't give any space between your chest and his knee. Any questions? So what I will do here, if I want to submit my partner, I want to put my knee down and push it to my heel. So I want to extend my hips. So what I have to do now, you should be really close to his heel. You don't want to be in the middle of his shin. Okay, so it will be pretty hard to submit him here. So if you are too high, you need to push your hips away, move higher closer to his heel, and push your hips backwards closer to his knee. So now from that position, I don't want to stay on my elbow. I want to lay down on my shoulder. So I want to lay on my shoulder and bring my head to the floor. So from that position, I want to bring my hips as close to his knee as I can and start to extend my back. So all the time I will move with my head by the floor. I don't want to roll on my back, because here it's impossible to make a submission for him. He can put his foot on the floor and I cannot do anything. So I want to be on my shoulder and bring my head to the floor. So from that position I want to move my head backwards. Okay, so once again, when I swap him, so what I need to do, I need to bring my leg, I want to bring my leg over my heel. So if I will be really close to his shin, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on the wide part of his leg. I want to move backwards. So I need to push my hips away, slide lower, and then close my hips again. So from that position, I want to lay on my shoulder and put my head on the floor. So from that position, I want to pull my elbow higher and start to move with my shoulder and head by the floor backwards. So when you try to find the right place, you need to feel with your rear delt his toe, his big thumb. Okay. So again, we start in the middle. I want to push my hips backwards, go lower, feel his toe under my rear delt, and come back here. So now I want to bring my elbow high and lay on my shoulder. So you want to bring your head on the floor, and from that position you want to extend your back. You want to use your hips and lower back to extend your body and pull his foot. So his foot should be somewhere there and you should bend it in that direction. Okay, 2 by 2 guys, 1, 2, 3.
Right, Tuesday morning you're about to see the entry-level jiu-jitsu class technique, and then after that you're going to see the all levels jiu-jitsu class. I've just finished 2 hours of jiu-jitsu this morning, Tuesday morning. I timestamp everything down below, just pure technique for both of those classes. Alright, hope you enjoy.
So, and we will start in the side control, so there will be a transition on top. So, from a side control, we usually try to move to a mount. So I will try to control my partner across his body. So I want to be with my face to his face. So now I will bring my left hand on the floor in his armpit, switch the position of my hips at the same time, push his legs down. So from that position, you want to push his elbow higher with your hips. So you want to press his elbow higher to create some space between your knees and his belly. So there will be more comfortable for you to go on top, to go to the mount than in that. So now you want to press your hips backwards and now bring your knee across his belly. So don't try to go on top like that, okay? Because he can catch your leg and you will struggle in that position. So what you have to do, you have to push his legs down and move your knee across his belly. So now you will sit on top. And then on the opposite side. So again, you're laying with your face to his face. Now you want to bring your right elbow in his armpit and switch position of your hips. So now I want to push his elbow higher, catch his legs. So if your partner will elevate his legs, you will push them down. And now you will bring your left knee across his belly and move to mount position. This is mount, okay? So 2 times one person, 2 times other person. Any question? Now we will move to Kimura submission. So we will start to do the same things, but now my partner will put that elbow down, so I cannot move to his armpit. So I will move to his neck. So when I will switch, I will move to his neck. So my partner will try to grab my neck and move on top. So what I have to do, I have to bring my hand under his elbow. So now I can push his hand away. So from that position, I want to push his hand away and create my Kimura grip. So when I want to do that, I want to dive in with my left hand and put it on top of the right hand. So now I will switch the position of my hips again. At the same time, I will bring his hand on the floor. Do everything very slow, please, okay? Don't try to be fast here, because this is submission. So you want to put his hand on the floor and switch the position. So now I start to extend my left hand, bring my foot over, and start slowly push his hand behind his back until your partner will tap. If you don't know how to say that you're done, just double tap, okay? Just show, then hand down. Or you can say that in the voice, okay? Tap. So once again, your partner close his elbow, so you cannot bring your hand in his armpit. So you will move on top across his shoulder. So you want to move on top, and now your partner will try to move on top. So you have to bring, you can see that I'm sliding with my left hand under his elbow. At the same time, I will catch his wrist and create my Kimura grip. So you want to go deeper with your left hand. Now when I will switch, I will bring his hand on the floor and at the same time switch position of my hips. So now I will go with my left foot over his head. Start to extend your left hand and start to push your right hand behind his head. Slowly, very, very slow, okay? Until your partner will tap. So you don't want, you want that your partner laid on the side, okay? You don't want that he was flat on the floor. You want to move him here. So how you will do that? You will do that because of your left hand. That's how you will elevate his shoulder, you see? So now you can step over and finish your Kimura. And the last time. So I will start here at the same position where we were. So now I will move over his shoulder because there is no space for me in his armpit. So I will move here, and my partner will try to hold me here or to move me over. So I will slide with my left hand under his elbow, create my grip, and move him on the floor. So I want to move his hand on the floor, okay? So now I will switch the position of my hips, step over, and finish my Kimura. So I want to extend my left hand and start to push his right hand behind his, towards to his head, until you will partner. When you start to move over, if your partner tries to push you really hard, so you have to manage that with that foot. So you should, like if your partner will try to get up very hard, so you should slide him back with your right foot, okay? So now you have opportunity to create that grip. So if your partner will move to your neck, so I will bring my hand inside under my neck. So now I can change the grip. So when I switch the position and your partner starts to move on you, just push that leg down and bring him on the floor again. So now you can create that grip, okay? So now you can, then deeper you will be here, then better, okay? So I'm trying to be over my wrist, so I will not use my thumb here. I want to go over with my full hand. So now from that position, I want to bring it on the floor, and at that same time, I want to switch the position. So you don't want to go on your knee, you want to put your weight on his belly, okay? So that's why you will elevate his shoulder. If you will lay on his chest, then there will be no opportunity for you to go deep enough under his hands. So now I start to do that. So my elbow is free here, okay? I'm laying on him and on the floor. Even if he will try to move, that leg is the reason. Like if you will start to push him without your foot over his head, he will just move on you on top. Just get up, yeah, and he will just sweep you over. So now I feel, okay, I elevate his face up, so I need to step over. So now there is no opportunity for him to go on top. Even if he will try, my weight is over his head, okay? So I'm like solid on top. So now I can start to break his leg, break his shoulder. So my hand is free, okay? I don't want to stay on my elbow. If you will stay on your elbow, then there is no opportunity for you to push your hand in front. But if you will lay here, now you can do that. So, once again, you want to move over, and if your partner starts to push, use that foot to bring him back, okay? So now, you can use your hand from inside, like, and now create your grip. So now you want to bring it on the floor, and at the same time I will switch the position. So I want to lay on his belly, not on his chest. So now I will step over. You should pay attention to that moment. You don't want him to grab your neck and to create grip here. So you're already, when you switched, you're already waiting for that hand, okay? So you're already catching it here. So don't give him that opportunity to create his grip with the both hands here. So now it will be pretty hard for you to make a Kimura, so I have to do something else. So I will not wait until he will create the grip. When I just feel that he starts to move here, I will push it away, okay? So now there is no opportunity for him to create the grip. So now I want to move over, switch the position, and now I don't want that he swept me over, so I will step and finish my Kimura here. Okay guys, 2 by 2, let's move on.
All levels jiu-jitsu coming up.
Today there will be a defense from a leg lock, so, and we will resist against the sweep. So yesterday we moved through the sweep, and my partner starts to move me on the side and push me to the side. So he wants to do that. So I have to resist. The biggest problem for me will be if he catch my second leg. So I want to go on top, and I don't want to give him that opportunity to take my foot, okay? So if he will grab your second leg, then he will easily sweep you over. So what you have to do, you have to bring your leg further, and you want to be in a more frontal way, like you don't want to be like on the side, so there will be no any point of attachment on the front here, so if you can easily sweep it in that direction. So I want to be more in the frontal way, so my shoulders will look to his head and my knees will look to his head. In that position I don't want to bring my knees inside or outside, because I will lose my balance or go to inside heel hooks. So I want to stay here. So what I have to do, I have to sit down and feel my base pretty strong, like I don't want to give him an opportunity. So now I have to work at the very beginning with his leg which is inside. So I want to sit down and press his leg down. So when I will get up, I will easily press his leg down. That is the main problem for me. Even if I will take that leg away without controlling of that leg, he can easily get up again. But if I will do the same, and now I will take it, it will be much harder for him to go somewhere, okay? So that leg is the first problem for you. So I want to sit lower. Now I want to bring my thumb inside and push it down. So if it will be hard, you should go closer to his heel, sit down, and then get up. Then you will use your easier leverages to push his leg down. So from that position, I want to lean to the side, but be careful here with your knee. Don't give him that opportunity to go inside with his foot. So lean to the side, and now push your hips in front and take his leg away, like do that, okay? So once again, sit down, press his leg down, grab his heel, lean to the side and move your hips in front. Once again, thumb inside, sit down, press his heel to his hip. So I use my frame like a straight hand, locked hand. Yeah. So now I want to take it away and make a back step. And again. And the last time. So press his shin down, sit down on his heel, and feel like you can control that moment. So now lean to the side and move your hips in front, and at the same time make a back step so you can move to a knee on belly. So he swept me over. The reason why I don't want to be here, because he can submit me for sure. He can break my ankle or something like that. So I have to defend from the first danger, and first danger here is his hands. Okay, are his hands. So if he just start to pull his my ankle, so he will finish me. So what I have to do, I have to make my toes stiffen, make my foot stiffen, and extend my leg in that direction. So I want to push his shoulder in front. Okay. So now it will be pretty hard for him to break my ankle. So no, you don't want to be in that position. Like can you push? Yeah, because he can easily break your ankle. So you want to extend your foot and push your toes on you. So like to push his shoulder on you. So now you can see that I'm staying on my left hand, so I don't want to lay here because that will be pretty easy for him again to push me in front and do something like that. So I want to be here. So now I want to push his heel away and sit over it. So I want to turn, elevate my hips up, push his heel and sit over it. If your partner is very experienced and you will just sit, it will be sometimes really hard to push if you will leave your hips on the floor. So you have to elevate your hips up, turn to the side, and at the same time pin his leg away. So now you can sit over it and move to the side. So you have to be careful. When you move to the side, you have to be careful about that leg. So you don't want to give him that opportunity to attack that leg, okay? So when you set over his foot, so just control that leg from bottom, like in that way, and just to move to the side until you will pass the line of his knee. So my knee is now inside, so I can attack him, not he will not attack myself. So here he can attack me. He can attack my that leg, so he can go inside and attack the second leg. But if I will pass that leg, so now I can start to move on him, okay? If you will start to move on him somewhere there, you will get in the same position and he will sweep you again. So once again, we want to defend from the first danger. So you want to extend your foot and make your toes stiffen. So you want to push his shoulder in front. So now you will elevate your hips up and push his leg away and sit over it. It's a very simple movement. Hips up and sit over it. So now there is no opportunity for him to get in the same position. Bring your hand on his shin, move to the side, and now you can move on top in any positions of them. Or at least you can just run away. So no danger, no worries. And the last time. Make your legs stiffen. Push your hips away and move to the side. Catch his leg and then move on top. Okay? So now, even if he's holding your leg here, you're gonna start to grab his head and push it away. 2 by 2 guys, 1 to 3.
Wednesday morning, just finished jiu-jitsu, all levels, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. class, Tiger Muay Thai. I once again show you the couple of techniques that we learned. Yeah, I'll timestamp it down below. You'll see exactly what we learned. We just did 5 minutes rolling, 3 rounds of 5 minutes of rolling, which obviously didn't film that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the technique, and then come back tomorrow for another 2 hours of jiu-jitsu. Stick around. All timestamped down below.
So what I need here, I need to reach his free leg. So I want to go with my left foot from inside, but you should be careful here. If you just go with your hand inside and he can reach your head, so you will struggle in that position. So when you start to do that, when you want to reach your hand, you should be sure that he will not reach with his hand under. So what I have to do, I have to push him away with my knee. So now that will be hard for him to go in. So when I go inside, I should be careful, or I can catch his armpit. And now when I will go inside and he will try to reach my head, I can go under it, okay? So I will go over. So what I have to do, I have to push him away, then I will bring my foot inside and push him away again. So I have to go over. So I want my hips in front of him. Even if he start to push on me, or like try to press me down, I have to have a strong frame, okay? So now from that position, I just will catch his heel and try to spin him in that direction. So now I will close my foot on his heel. My goal here is to stop his spinning. So if he will spin more and he will twist his leg in that direction, he will escape. So I have to stop him right here with my straight leg. So now there will be a perfect position for me. So now I can bring my heel over his hips, close my legs, and start to extend my hips and pull. So now be careful, please. When you start to do that, you have to split these movements. Like at first start to move with your hips and then start to pull his leg down. If you will do on competitions, you can do everything together, but here please just try to divide these movements. So push your hips in front and then start to pull his heel on you. So again, we start to do our movement here. So what I need his knee. And when I will do that, I will have my frame under in his armpit or under his chest. So I don't want his hand under my head. So what I have to do, I have to push him away. Then I will bring my foot inside, and now I will go over. So I will use my forehead on the floor. So from that position, I will catch his heel from inside and start to spin it in the opposite direction. So now I have to stop him here with my straight leg. Now I will close my legs on his hips. So I want that his knee was right in front of my belly. I don't want that his knee was somewhere there or inside. I need to stick my knees right at the place where his knee will be in front of my belly. So at that position, I want to push my hips in front and pull his leg on me. And again, on that side. So be careful here, don't let him take your neck. So press your head down and have frame here. So even if he will try to reach with his hand, I can go over and push him over. So I can move there. So now I can catch his heel and start to spin in the wrong direction and stop him here. So when you will stop him, you can close your heel over his hips and close the triangle with your legs. So now his knee will be in front of my belly, so I start to push my hips in front and then start to pull. Don't forget to stick your knees together, okay? So if you will not stick your knees together, your partner can twist his leg and move away from a knee bar, okay? So don't forget to stick your knee when you have his knee in front of your belly. Any questions? My partner doesn't feel his balance good, so I can sweep him over. So what I have to do, I will do the same movement at the very beginning. So I will use my hand, I will try to reach to his knee, I will push him away with my knee or with my foot, and then when I will go over, I will pin my hand inside. So I want to move him in the opposite direction, okay? So now in that position, you can extend your right foot, close your triangle, and finish your knee bar here. Let's go again. So, don't forget to push him away. The main goal here, not to give him to press you down. If you will give him to reach your head and press you down, then you will stuck in the middle. So your goal is to press him away. Then you can bring your foot inside and start to spin over. So your goal is here not to stop in the middle. So when you start to spin, just try to move on your movement. So now turn your hips and try to stop him here. Now you can close your triangle and finish him here. And again. So go under, press him away, use your hand under and spin over. So you want to spin over at the same time. I can switch my hands and start to press him away with my left hand. So now I can close my legs on his hips and start to press my hips in front and pull his leg down. Any questions?
Alright, Thursday morning, you guys are about to see the beginner entry-level jiu-jitsu and all levels jiu-jitsu class, one after the other. I've just finished 2 hours of jiu-jitsu Thursday morning with Tiger Muay Thai. Again, timestamp it down below the techniques we've learned in both the entry-level jiu-jitsu and the all levels class. I hope you guys enjoy. I've just finished that and come back Friday for the final jiu-jitsu class for the week. Alright, enjoy.
And today we will talk a bit about defensive tools. So, this is not just a defensive tool, but the distance is a very important thing. You have to choose the distance when you're trying to create any submissions or any movements you have to do. Like defensive, submissions, escapes, anything you want to do, need their own distance. And today we will talk about the frames. So the tools with which we will create this distance. So we have a different variations of our frames. That can be for sure the most known, the straight hand. That should be a locked hand. So my partner can lay on me and I can hold him really easy. I will not spend any energy for that because I use my locked hand. I use my structure bones, not my muscles, to press him away. Okay. So when you put your straight hand inside, there will be a frame between you and your partner. Also there can be an elbow. There can be an elbow. Also I will use my leg bone to hold my partner, so I will not do something, I will not try to press him away, I will just create the frame so I can hold him here. Also your legs are frames, and this is actually the strongest frames, so because you can create the distance you need, you can press him down, you can push him away all the time, manage the distance. So there will be an exercise, but for sure it's really hard to bring your straight hand inside and create this big frame between you and your partner from the very beginning. So for example, my partner will press me down, so I cannot put somewhere my straight hand here, okay? So I have to do that step by step. So what I have to do, the first position where I don't want to be flat on my back, because here my partner have a lot of control. It's hard for me to do anything, and there are a lot of space to submit. So what I want to do, I want to lay on my left shoulder. So I want to roll on my left shoulder, and that will be the first frame. Your shoulder to shoulder is also a frame, and you elevated him up like for 5 centimeters. So in that position he's pretty low and it's pretty easy for him to control you, but here it's a bit harder already. So the next step, you will use your hand and elevate it up, so just create a bigger distance, and then use your straight hand to create the largest distance, and then bring your leg in to push him away. For the couple of times we will do that movement without just that movement, and then we will add the getting up movement. So once again, my partner will lay with his chest to my chest, so my elbows will be stick to my rib cage. I will not lay like that. This is a bad variation for grappling. So you want to hold your elbows on your chest. Now you want to roll on your shoulder, so I want to roll here. Now I will use my right hand and elevate it across his shoulders so I can hold him here. The next step, I will extend my hand and push him away for a bigger distance, and then I will press him away. So try 2 times in that variation, try 2 times on the opposite side, and then we will add the getting up movement. So I will move on my elbow, then I will bring my hand further, then I will put my foot on the floor and get up and get away from him, okay? So very easy movement. Don't try to put the straight hand from the very beginning. So do that step by step. Then less energy you will spend for that, then better for you. So once again, one leg inside, one leg outside. His chest on my chest. So I have to roll on my left shoulder. Then I will elevate my right hand across his shoulders. Now I will extend my hand and bring my knee in. So a couple of times do just that movement. Then add getting up movement. So you will bring your hand further. So from that position I will bring my hand here and extend it. So now I want to bring my foot on the floor. I can use my knee on his belly and pull my leg away and get up on my feet. Any questions? We have to know how to get out of that. So my partner will hold that hand under my neck, that hand over like close to my hips, and his knees close to me. So it will be, if I don't know what to do, it will be pretty hard for me to move somewhere like this elbow don't give me that opportunity to make a hip escape. That hand don't give me that opportunity to roll on him, so it will be pretty hard for me to make a hip escape. So what I have to do, I have to take that hand away I want to make a hip escape. So I have to solve that problem at first. But now my elbow is stuck here, so I want to bring it close to my rib cage. So if your partner will be really tight and there will be no any space for you to bring your elbow in, so you want to roll a bit on your left side, and now it will be easier for you to pull your elbow to your rib cage. Okay, so now from that position I want to bring my hand across his shoulders like we did in the previous exercise. So now I want to bring my hand in his armpit. If your partner will be tight and there is no opportunity for you to bring your hand in, you will roll on the opposite side, and now you can bring your hand in. Okay, so this is a movement on the left to bring your elbow in, then a movement on the right shoulder to bring your hand in, and now put palm to palm. So now from that position I have a frame from that hand. I can move closer to his elbow and push that hand away. But now I have a pretty good opportunity to make a hip escape. So I want to make hip escape. So now it will be pretty hard for my partner to hold my elbow because he's not laying on me with his chest. So now I want to bring bottom knee under his belly and start to extend my back to move my shoulders away. The worst case for me will be if he will hold my neck and will not give me that opportunity. So now when my leg is inside, it will be pretty easy for me to move my shoulders away. Okay, so your legs is much stronger than your partner's hands. So now again, you can just recover in the closed guard, or you can just get up. So we will get up. I will create that frame again, bring that hand on the floor and do the same movement again. So once again, your partner will bring that hand under your neck, so it will be hard for you to move your elbow away. It will be hard. You can even try to ask your partner to press you down and make something here. It will be pretty very hard. So you have to move on your left shoulder and bring your elbow in. So that will be a first frame, so you can push him away with that hand. And now there will be an opportunity for you to go under across his shoulders with your right hand. So now move on the right and bring your hand in his armpit. Okay, so now palm to palm. You can move closer to his elbow or stay here. Not so important, but in the elbow there will be a bigger leverage for pressing his hand away. So now from that position I want to make hip escape because my partner elevated his chest from mine, so it will be much easier for me to push my hips away. So now I have opportunity to bring my knee in and push my shoulders away. So your goal here is to push your shoulders away. Don't give him opportunity to grab your neck. So from that position, create your frame, bring your hand further, and do the same movement. There is no perfect submissions, there is no perfect controls. But on the other hand, if my partner will not do anything, then he will not get out. But if he will, you just need the basic understanding of that. How does your body work? So, if he will just lay, I can control him all the time, and I will find the variations for submitting. For sure, there can be different ways. Like if my partner will try to make a hip escape, I can for sure move over and kill these opportunities to escape. But if he will not do anything at all, he will just press you down and lay on you for a very long time. So try to find these opportunities to create these frames. Now you know these tools, okay? You know that the best way to escape from something, there is even a phrase: if you don't know what to do, just do hip escape. in matches as well. Like if you didn't know what to do, just do hip escapes. Try to find a way to get out, okay? And hold your elbow stick. Don't give that space under your neck. Be defensive and try to find the normal way to escape. So for today, that's it. Don't forget about getting up, hip escapes, frames, and distance, all these things which will help you to not struggle under your partner and stay here. So that's it. Thank you so much. You guys, so today we will start on the floor, and we will start with a straight ankle lock. Yeah, so I will start with a straight ankle lock, and my partner will defend. So he will try to bring his foot on the mat. So there is no opportunity for me to make a submission for him in that position. Okay, so I cannot bend his ankle lower, so I cannot break it, I cannot hurt him. So what I have to do in that position, I will elevate my knees up. Okay, so I will roll from that position here. Now it will be pretty easy for me to move more here, so I can grab his heel and start to crunch his toe. So this is a toe hold. So not heel hold, not ankle hold, toe hold. So you should, then closer you will be to his toe, then easier, then better. So this is a good variation if you like have competitions in BJJ rules. You are white or blue belts, so you cannot bring your legs inside or something like that. It's not allowed. So, and you cannot do any heel hooks. So that will be a pretty cool version of the submissions without heel hooks. So I would be a bad person if I would teach you heel hooks. So I will start here. My goal here is to bend his knee. Okay. So I don't want his leg straight. I want to bend his knee in that direction. So now I will start to press his toes down. Sometimes I can do that with one hand. You should press that knee inside in that direction and start to press his toes down. Sometimes it will be very good if you will grab his heel or go, if you're pretty flexible, you can go somewhere there with your hands inside like Kimura gripless. Absolutely the same, and start to roll in. But I have a short hand, so I prefer to do something like very strong variation of that. I prefer to press his toes down, grab his heel, and start to elevate his heel up and press his toes down. So you want to press them with your back. So I will use my back for that. Hold his knee bent and start to elevate his heel. So once again, we start here. My partner bring his foot on the floor, so I cannot do anything. I cannot break it. So what I have to do, I have to elevate my knees up. So I want to push with that knee from inside. So I want to bend his leg down. Now I start to press his toes down, grab his heel, and start to twist it like that, okay? Don't let him be in that position, then there will be no toe hold. So don't let him extend his leg. So if it will be bent, so now you can finish it. Any questions? So we'll start again here. Now my partner again will roll on that side, or like he will take that heel away. Yeah, so what I have to do, I have to immediately elevate my knees up. So from that position, I will use my left foot and left hand to create the space between his legs, okay? So now I want to go up. If he will hold my leg, I will bring it away and go in. So now I can close my triangle and roll on my left shoulder, okay? So now it will be much easier for me to finish with a straight ankle lock or heel hooks, but I don't want to do heel hooks now. So I will do the same submission again. So you can start to press your hands here, or you can just go in and close that Kimura grip and start to press his heel to his hip. The same movement as the Kimura. So like you want to press it down, but now we will, like if you experience, you can try to do that, or in the simple way. I want to find his big toe in the middle, okay? I want to find that place in the middle of my palm. So now I will extend my hand at the very beginning. And now stick your knees inside, okay? Stick your knee, don't let him elevate his leg up. And you don't want to let him extend your leg. So start the movement with your back. Now grab his heel and move on and start to crunch again. So you want to pull his heel higher and start to press him down. So the main movement should be with your back. Sometimes if the guys are not flexible, it will be even enough just one movement like that. So you want to press it lower to his hips, okay? In that direction, so lower. So not just in that direction, but also bring it lower, okay? And now start to press it down. So once again, we start here with in that position. Now he tries to bring your heel down. So immediately elevate your knees up. Stick your knees together and find with his hook his second knee. Also hold his leg here. Now bring your leg inside and roll on your left shoulder. So you want to press it down. So now find his big toe and start to extend your hand at the very beginning, and now start to use your back for that movement. So we want to, if that's not enough and your guy is very flexible, so catch his heel and start to crunch. Any questions?
Hey my friends, good morning. Day 5 of my Jiu-Jitsu here at Tiger Muay Thai, just in my room, 26th of May 2023. So about to do my 7th Jiu-Jitsu class this week at Tiger Muay Thai. Very exhausted. Muscles are very sore. Excuse me. Very sore. I'm just going to do one more session this week. Tomorrow is open mat. I'm not going to do that. 7 sessions in 1 week is going to be enough. So I'm going to head off to class now. I'm going to give you the technique of that class. Timestamp down below, just the techniques that we're going to be learning in this class. And then at the end we do rolling. So it's like 3 rounds of 5 minutes of rolling. But yeah, I won't film that because it's, you know, a bit pointless. I'll just show you the technique and that's it. All right guys, I've got to go to class. Let's go.
Leg locks usually doesn't work. Leg locks don't work when you do just one attack. So usually people know how to defend from that. So you have to move on. You have to know how to do the second, the third, and move on. So don't struggle just if one attack doesn't go right, you have to do something else. So for example, we'll start today in the straight ankle lock. And my partner knows how to defend from it, so he will take my left foot away. So he knows how to do that, so he will take his left foot away. So what I have to do, I have to bring it on the floor, and now I want to push him in that direction. So I will use my hips for that. So I want to push him here. I will use that foot, and now I will bring my legs again on top and switch immediately, okay? So, and here we're the position where we can finish our straight ankle lock. So once again, our goal is to push our partner higher to make him off balance, okay? So he drops my leg, so I have to push him front. And again, bring my foot on top and push him to the side, okay? So that will be a really very bad variation if you will struggle and like don't do anything. So you have to you immediately have to push your partner on top and make him off balance. And once again, start here. And move, sweep him over and move to a straight ankle. Any questions? Okay, but now we will start with the straight ankle lock attacks. If we are already on bottom, so my partner starts to defend, so he wants to take that leg away So what I have to do, like I will not wait until he will sit over. So I will press his knee down and create the space for my hand. So I want to go with my hand inside and press my knee down. If I will not press my knee down, he can control my hook and sit over it. Yeah, so he can elevate his hips. But now if I will go here, I will press his knee, press his leg down, so there will be no opportunity for him to get up. So what I have to do from that position, I have to bring my hand on the floor and put my knee inside. Now from that position, I want to pull my left foot away. So I want to move here. From that position, I can again start attack. Straight ankle lock, or I can pass his guard. But now we will move to the inside position, inside heel hook position. So I did that, I press my knee down. So I will use my hand to pull that leg away and press his shin to my rib cage. So now I will use my head on the floor and make a step backwards. So now from that position I will just slide over, lose my leg triangle, and in that position you can make a heel hooks, but if you are white belts or like fighting in the competition, like where white and blue belts are not allowed to do that, so just finish with which I will show now. So I prefer to do, this is one of the submissions which I like a lot. This is, it works actually like a knee bind heel hook all together, and at the same time as a calf slicer. So I want to move with my hand under his leg and go over. So I want to cross his legs. So now from that position I want to catch his heel and put my left hand on my own biceps. So from that position, just try to extend your hips and pull his legs down. So actually if you start to twist that heel, that will be like a heel hook. If you will be hard enough when you push your hips up, there will be also like a knee bar, and also there will be painful for a calf, okay? So start here, start to push your hips higher and twist your hands to the side, like you want to twist your hands to the side. So at the same time, his toes will be close to my ear. Okay, so once again, so in the competitions where inside position is allowed but not in heel hooks, that submission will be allowed, because this is not a heel hook actually. And only in the BJF, because you cannot cross your legs over, bring your legs over his hips, it's not allowed. But in other rules you can do that. So once again, we start in the straight ankle lock position. You start to put my foot away. So I want to bring my leg away from him. I don't want that he control my leg with his hands. So now I want to bring my right hand inside, like a shotgun grip, you know. Now I will bring my left foot and bring my knee inside. So I start to move and bring my head on the floor. So I want to press his leg with my right knee. Now I will use my left hand. So I will move with my hips to the middle. You see, I'm leaning to him now, because if my partner will elevate his leg, or it will be much easier for me to play against his leg. So I can make a bigger step. If he will elevate it up, I can make a really big step. You can help yourself with your second hand. So from inside, and start to push you backwards. And close your triangle here. So in that position, you want to move under with your right hook, with your left hand. Bring your own hand on your biceps, grab his heel, bring your ear to his toes, start to push your hips higher and twist your hands to the side. Oh.